In many oppressive countries, it's challenging to access the free internet like we do, but people there still need to get their hands on information. This is where Tor Browser comes in. Tor Browser operates on a network named Tor, which helps people use the internet anonymously by hiding the source and destination of their internet traffic. In the simplest terms, instead of sending traffic directly from the user to the server, Tor routes the network via 3 relays, all run by volunteers. The first relay is called the guard, then the middle, then the exit. All this data is also encrypted. You may have heard of the term onion routing, and that's how networks like Tor peel a layer off the onion until your request leaves the final relay and gets to its destination. This keeps traffic private and much harder to understand. Tor also masks the location of your traffic, which allows people to access blocked content, similar to a VPN, but vastly different. Tor is not a VPN at all. With this network, people would be able to access information anonymously and free from censorship. Here's where the problem sets in. Authoritarian governments like Iran, China, and Russia perceive Tor as a threat to their regimes and have actively attempted to block it, with some being more successful than others. China stands out as the only country which has blocked Tor successfully, owing to its more centralized control over the internet. In recent years, the number of people connecting to Tor directly has dropped greatly due to censorship, but they still do use Tor Browser. How does that work? Here's where Snowflake comes in. Since Tor Guard relays are volunteer-run, their IP addresses are public knowledge, allowing censors to block connections to these relays. So the solution is to direct traffic through an intermediary that is not blocked, then forward it to Tor. This is what Snowflake does. There are many ways to run a Snowflake proxy, but the most common method is via its browser extension. Snowflake utilizes a technique called domain fronting. It masks the site a user is connecting to, making it appear like you're accessing a major service which is costly to block, such as Google. However, Snowflake doesn't anonymize the user or establish a private connection, so its proxies have to redirect the traffic to Tor. Because Snowflake proxies aren't permanent on the network, it would be difficult to block them too. If one is blocked, another would pop up, allowing the user to just connect to the unblocked proxies instead. All the connecting and redirecting is done automatically, so you'd essentially just have to flick a switch. Since you're on YouTube, you likely have access to free internet, maybe with some minor restrictions here and there, but nothing too severe. That makes you the intended candidate to run a Snowflake proxy. As mentioned earlier, there are browser extensions on both Chromium and Firefox, along with other niche options. Currently, there's only about 130,000 volunteers, so your help is needed to keep Snowflake running, to keep the internet free, and to keep people free. By using Snowflake, you are donating a small portion of your bandwidth to circumvent censorship. Not enough to impact your experience, but just enough to make a difference for others.